Hello and welcome to this video. In today's session, I'll walk you through how TDS and TCS work in Odoo 19 using Indian localization. So let's begin. So let's go to the accounting app in the configuration and settings. You can see the option for TDS and TCS here. You have to enable both and click save. You also need to provide a TAN number. I have only provided this for demo purposes. So first, we have to understand what TDS and TCS stand for. So TDS, or tax deducted at source, is deducted while making payments to vendors, whereas TCS, or tax collected at source, is collected from customers during sales. In both cases, we are acting as an intermediary, collecting or deducting taxes on behalf of the government. It is also important to note that TDS or TCS becomes applicable only after you enter the vendor or customer's PAN ID. So make sure that all of your vendors and customers have PAN numbers assigned to them, like this. Now let's look at the tax configurations. For that, go to Configuration and Taxes. In Indian localization, TDS sections define logic, rate, threshold, and tax percentages. So it is important to activate the relevant ones. Here I have enabled the 1% TDS. You can go to the advanced options and you can see the label, descriptions, even tax eligibilities. Now let's look at the TCS one. There are multiple TCS sections available based on different industries. For demonstrations, we are using a sample TCS rate, such as this one. But in real scenarios, the applicable section depends on the type of goods and regulations. Here also you can check out the advanced sections. This is for scrap and it is a 1% TCS. Now let's look at how to apply TDS on a vendor bill. In Odoo, TDS is not applied like a regular tax. Instead, it is handled separately using the TDS entry option. So let's create a vendor bill. Let's set our vendor and the purchase document and set a bill date and click on confirm. As soon as I click on confirm, you can see that a TDS entry option is coming here. So let's click on it. Select the applicable TDS section. So I'm selecting the 1% TDS. Set your base amount as the total taxable amount. That is 1,500. And apply TDS. You can see that a partial ribbon has appeared here because 25 rupees out of the total has been paid. We have to pay 2,475 rupees to the vendor. Odoo creates a separate TDS entry to record the deducted amount while reducing the vendor payable. As you can see, the 25 rupees that was deducted here is now in a TDS entry. Now let's look at TCS. Unlike TDS, TCS is applied directly as a tax in the customer invoice. Let's set a customer. While creating an invoice, we can select the applicable TCS tax in the tax field, and Odoo will automatically add it to the total amount. So here's an option to select the TCS taxes here, the ones which we had activated before. So I'm selecting the 1% TCS. And you can see that an additional 30 rupees has been added to our total amount. Let's click on confirm. So in conclusion, TDS reduces the amount you pay to vendors by deducting tax at the time of billing, while TCS increases the amount collected from customers by adding tax to the invoice. Both are handled differently in Odoo, but together they ensure proper tax compliance. Thank you for watching. See you again in the next video.